Shadow. In anime, we are so used to the main character wanting to be the star of the show. From Naruto wanting to become the Hokage, Luffy wanting to be on top of the world as the Pirate King, and Goku wanting to be the strongest in existence. But today we're going to be talking about a main character whose goal is to become the greatest side character in history. He really doesn't want to be in the light. I guess that's why his name is Sid Kagano. From an early age was no ordinary child. While others fantasized about fame, Sid's ambitions were far more elusive. He dreamed of being the unseen hand, the whisperer in the dark, the mastermind controlling everything from the shadows. Sid would go on to train every single day, mastering the arts of combat and strategy, and he's able to defeat a soldier with years of combat experience. But in a world devoid of magic, his dreams seemed like a distant fantasy, until one night his life would change forever. But in order to live, he must die. Being reincarnated and waking up in a brand new world seeping with magic, Sid saw his opportunity to make his dreams a reality. With his newfound power in a world ripe for manipulation, he embraced his destiny. To control everything, he must become nothing, invisibility his shield, and darkness his ally. Due to this new world, Sid's natural abilities are risen to new heights, as his speed is calculated to be 1,200 kilometers per hour, making his movements 97% the speed of sound. But being able to dodge bullets that move 1,260 miles an hour would make him even faster. And even as a child who's able to move in seemingly no time, he just has yet to be challenged to use his full speed. He can create after images and flash step to the point that it looks like teleportation to a war goddess, and even as a child, he was untouchable, and throughout the years he gained even more knowledge and even more strength. Sid has the ability to move his vital organs when he gets pierced, and he's able to regenerate from any wounds with his hyper regeneration, making it seem like you're hitting a shadow that just won't die. And his regeneration is so potent that it increases his lifespan, that he predicts that he will live 600 years, but his true goal is to be immortal like a shadow itself. He uses his battle IQ in very interesting ways, as Shadow has full understanding of his abilities and uses them to his advantage. As he chooses to take attacks head on and decides not to dodge, allowing himself to have a wide open counter and then just regenerate after. He's able to copy techniques just by looking at them, similar to Gaara or Yujiro, and even in his previous life, Sid was a master of martial arts and uses his knowledge he gained from both lives to best Alexia, that is stated that his techniques were beautiful and the way that he fought was the most sophisticated that she's ever seen. Being the pinnacle of the verse, his magic is the strongest. His mana color is completely different from anyone else and runs purple. He can cure possessed beings and after gives them a boost in strength by just receiving a small portion of his power. He has an army of over 600 members that fulfill his plans with him as the leader of the Shadow Garden, with each member given a small portion of his strength and yet still can produce insane feats, with them even measuring Shadow's mana, but it's immeasurable, and he can't wait to bring it to the light. Shadow fights against Aurora, the Witch of Calamity, who is stated to have enough power to destroy the entire world, with her being stated to be Shadow's equal. But once the two get locked in combat, it's not even close, and he defeats one of the most powerful magic users in history. Even when the others try and copy his magic, they can't even perform the technique, and question how can anyone have this much strength. In his previous life, Sid came to the realization that no matter how much strength he gained, he would never be able to survive a nuclear bomb. But in this new world, he found his answer. One single conclusion: in order to survive a nuclear bomb, you'll have to become one yourself. So let's see if anyone can survive this. Engulfing an entire town is Shadow's most powerful attack, imitating a nuclear bomb itself. He uses this technique once again when he fights against Olivia after being drained of magic. He broke a seal that can only be broken by a holy sword with his all-range atomic. He uses it once again against Beatrix and Iris, two of the strongest in the entire series, and fights against them at the exact same time, but he's toying with them until he finally decides to let them see the strength that he had hidden in the shadows. increasing the range of his attack to cover the entire country. They realized that he wasn't even using a fraction of his strength, but it was just for show. But if he really wanted to let loose, his atomic is compared to the sun itself. Overall, Shadow would scale to planetary with sub-relativistic speed. And shout out to Terrell who dropped 50 to sponsor this video, because in the end, strength like this will always come to the light, because his most powerful attack is compared to the sun. But just like the sun, its light will cast an even bigger shadow. What's up guys, it's Divine. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And if you want to sponsor a video just like this one, I have my Cash App linked in the description where you can sponsor your very own video. But tell me in the comments, who is your favorite character from Eminence and Shadow? But of course, tell me in the comments, out of the countless characters that you know, who can defeat the greatest side character in history, Shadow?